Can one of the most undervalued digital currencies have the ability to become the world leader of coins, surpass Bitcoin, making itself a global currency? Well, that's the question we will be answering in today's video. Hi Fixers, welcome to Fix Your Finances, Build Financial Wealth. If you want to build your financial wealth and fill your mind with the right information, make sure to hit the like button and subscribe for us to provide you with more valuable content. Now, without further ado, let's get started. VeChain is a unique blockchain cryptocurrency, has been running at a price of $0.1989 per coin, with a market cap over $12 billion, has been running down 5.17% according to the 24 hours chart, with not much difference from Bitcoin and Ethereum, which are running negative at 5.36% and 10.56% respectively, having a trading volume of over $2 billion with 11.33% increase in the 24 hours chart, with a circulating supply of over 64 billion VET. VeChain platform is a blockchain platform designed to enhance the management of the supply chain and business processes. Its aim is to streamline these processes and information flow for any complex supply chain using the distributed ledger technology, abbreviated as DLT. VeChain platform has two distinct tokens, VeChain token and Vechainthor Energy. The former VeChain token is used to transfer value across the network, and the later Vechainthor Energy is used as gas to power smart contract transactions similar to as Ethereum. VET is a need for all types of business irrespective of their size to track their products, valuing which they can further work on enhancement of the same according to its white paper. VeChain's blockchain technology specializes in breaking the asymmetric information problem and also the ownership of data to return to and empower its owner. It further claims to provide a 360-degree view of necessary information which is linked to the product and its business processes, inclusive of the storage, transportation, and its supply to the directed stakeholders to create a greater market transparency. VeChain is making a name for itself as an enterprise-focused supply chain and logistics blockchain solution. We do agree that from last year, the demand for VeChain has fallen almost 11 times in less than 4 months. It was at $1.91 per VET in 2020, which came down to $22.81 in the beginning of 2021. However, it has again started to gain popularity. The pandemic was a primary reason for the fall in price for this coin, since a number of businesses were affected due to the COVID-19. People did not care about tracking their supply chain at that point. All they cared about was how to save their source of income from this pandemic. Anyways, since 2021 has brought with it good news, VeChain has started to increase by its value. With the opening and full functionality of the businesses, VeChain has started to gain momentum once again. It is speculated that, with an exceptional increase in the price of VeChain as predicted, its chances of becoming the global currency is also increasing. VeChain has been over the market news for quite some time now. Several large enterprises are now starting to use VeChain in order to ensure that their inventories are accounted from the start to its actual delivery. Furthermore, VeChain's new partnership with large enterprises are covering the crypto new. The new business deal of VeChain with a Norwegian company called DNV is a progressively R1. With the world's largest classification society, which provides for 13,175 vessels and mobile offshore units, MOU services, this company has been one among the early adopters for using VeChain for the blockchain logistics, including DNV. VeChain has partnered with 5 companies, PricewaterhouseCoopers, National Research Consulting Center China, Yaida China Holdings, and a crypto exchange platform called BitOcean. There has been significant news coming from China's side on opening its gates on cryptocurrencies. Shanghai Media Group, SMG, shared a report on the working of VeChain as a critical player in the 5-year National Development Plan for China. VeChain is a strategic partner and advisor of Cream, who calls a report Solid Signal, which represents VeChain as a bridge between the digital economy and the traditional industries. Furthermore, this bridge is expected to account for 10% of China's GDP. China is the largest emerging market with the highest population in the world, and when China sets priorities, it is concerning to the rest of the world. VeChain has become a priority for China. SMG has spoken about the growing demand for personnel with qualification of both blockchain and real-world applications, and to connect to this, according to the report, VeChain has been looking to expand its commercial services. Looking out for professionals in blockchain, in 2021, VeChain has added 20 professionals to its team of almost 80 people. The company plans to increase the numbers in the coming years. For that, it will have to contend with the talent gap, which extends in China, estimating over 700,000 professionals. If China is opening its gate for crypto exchange, or in 5 years the plan would make VeChain China's cryptocurrency. Beijing has become the city with the most number of billionaires in the world, over 100 billionaires, and in China alone there are over 650 billionaires who are eagerly waiting to invest in crypto, however are not able to due to trade restrictions of the state. However, there is a logical question that arises. If China does not allow trading cryptocurrencies, then how is it possible for them to include VeChain in their 5-year national development plan? If China opens up their cryptocurrency exchange, it is possible that the exchange will be built on the blockchain network of VeChain, since China already has the digital yuan. Controlled by its central bank, issuing the new electronic money, the digital yuan will negate one of Bitcoin's primary draw. That is, anonymity for the user. Beijing has positioned digital yuan for international use. However, having the digital yuan, if it does not open their cryptocurrency exchanges, since they have acknowledged Bitcoin as their investment alternative, will instead open a cryptocurrency exchange with VeChain replacing their traditional bank to become its crypto Bitcoin bank. For the same, a DeFi platform will be integrated on VeChain, which is currently under development, being under the testing period since March, and is expected to come to life at the end of this month. VeChain will likely be replacing the traditional banks in China, while people will be seen staking their bitcoins to the digital yuan, lending and earning cryptocurrencies on VeChain. If China keeps VeChain as its digital currency, including it in the 5 years plan, the VeChain network will be acting very bullish for an extended time. This entire situation will be acting as a catalyst for VeChain, giving the coin a massive opportunity to hit nearly 100 times its price. During this 5-year plan, the price of VeChain will have an exponential breakout, as every person in China will be using VeChain. And we have talked about the number of billionaires China alone has. It is imaginable how much bullish things will become for VeChain, indicating that it is the perfect time for a buy, the dip opportunity for all of you short and long-term investors. You can hold your shares for 5 years. That will surely give you 10 times the initial investment, and even for short term, the price will be spiking. Given this momentum, VeChain can surpass its current $5 price prediction with a market cap of over $300 billion. It could further reach near to Bitcoin. However, it is a known fact that China considers Bitcoin as an investment alternative, and opening its gate would mean a positive catalyst for Bitcoin. That way, even Bitcoin will become a very bullish, and with the Federal Reserve getting Bitcoin, its market cap will go up to $10 trillion from $1.5 trillion asset. We do speculate that VeChain has the ability to reach $5 by the end of 2021. With all these factors working up, it won't be that late for VeChain to reach a $1 trillion market cap. Given the data that the most number of VeChain investors are from South Korea, and a few days' time the South Korean regulations announcement they're banning on most of the cryptocurrencies except for the top 4, as only they can potentially survive. For the same, they have to be linked to financial institutions. That indicates the probability of VeChain getting linked to South Korea's financial institutions, transferring itself from black market to mainstream market. Even that will act as a potential positive catalyst for the uptrend of VeChain. Currently, we hope China opens up for digital currencies. If that happens, then all the financial institutions from all over the world, in order to follow the most significant emerging market, will open up for VeChain, replacing it with the traditional banks. For the current price prediction, VeChain has a 36% ride to the upside, propelling the coin's price to 25 cents, with the pit stop around the 60% Fibonacci retracement level at 22 cents before any of the above catalysts works up. Given such a huge catalyst, VeChain will become the global currency in the coming years, even if it does not surpass Bitcoin. Still, VeChain's VET is a utility token, having usage far superior to Bitcoin's for the same reason. Once China opens its markets for digital currency, knowing the fact that VeChain is already included in their 5-year plan, the token's value is likely to shoot exponentially, increasing the chances of becoming the global currency. Let us know in the comments below what your thoughts are on VeChain becoming number 1, and make sure to subscribe and follow us on Instagram at FixYourFinances_. See you next time at Fix Your Finances.